this is take two. First one didn't show what I was trying to want to know, so I got to remember what I said or say it differently. But either way, I got a question. How is it that I can get my receive line to look the same as my transmit line? Okay. Instead of my receive line looking like this, okay, I want it to look like this. Oh, no doubt about it. Like that, like that, like that. And that don't make no sense either. But that's where my question comes into line. How do I get my receiving line to look the same as my transmit line for everyone when I'm receiving? I've tried wrapping a wire around my the cord coming to it. And that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe I need to get someone inside the radio to tap onto something to make it work right, which I don't plan on doing, unless it's super simple. Here's my next question. All right, you ain't gonna. Some people out there are not gonna believe this. All right, but you heard my receive. All right. Well, I reworked my network to where my receive would go to the back of the computer. Okay. Well, I've come to find out that the doggone plug, okay, here's the plug. I need a little flashlight here. Right here's the plug that would hook into either a speaker or into the back of my computer, which runs through everything else, to my headphones, to my receiving speakers. But it's not hooked up. Okay? I don't know if I can lay this where it'll still sit on there. Okay. So when I turn my receive up, how am I receiving when this is not hooked up? It's hooked directly to the scope. That's it. Now, I'm not talking about just seeing it. You're going to see it on the scope, yes. But how am I hearing it? How am I hearing it? Now, here's the next thing. Just to show you what I'm talking about. Okay? Right there is the connector. Okay, and here's still the plug. Now watch. So I can get this flashlight on here better. Well, you'll realize it. Now I can keep the flashlight from rolling. Damn it. Okay. So here's the plug that's not hooked up to anything. I'll turn the receive up. You'll hear it. But because this is interface together, okay, I disconnect this cord off the scope and the receive line just cuts. Imagine that, huh? If I disconnect this from the scope, I lose all my receive. But therefore, this thing right here, which runs to the external speaker jack, ain't freaking hooked up to nothing. Who can answer my question of why am I receiving when this isn't hooked up to a speaker of any kind. And this ain't hooked up to a speaker either. But when I plug it into my scope, oh, trust me, I don't mind it. I just want to know why and how it's working. It just don't make sense. It's like I got wireless, but I ain't got wireless. So, you want to leave me a little comment down there in the box? You know, send me a message of some kind. If you know the answer to this, I'd love to know why. How it's actually doing something that, to me, it doesn't seem even possible. But obviously, it is. It does. It's doing what it does. And that other thing about the line on the scope for the receiving side to act the same as my transmit. Turn the volume back down on the radio. But yeah, it don't make no sense. I'm still have that doggone plug. But yeah, if you could explain to me how to get, I might as well use the thing to point with. This to operate the same as my transmit when I key down. You know what I mean? When I key down, no doubt about it. I want this to look the same. Not like that, but like this right here. No doubt about it. Audio bomb bomb. So there you go. I'll try and put this video up and get it through, and hopefully it shows everything that I described. Because if not, I'm going to have to do this frickin' video again. God bless, take care. Audio Man with a curiosity question for anybody out there in the world that